Soft hues of lavender and apricot paint the eastern mountain peak, replacing the heavy darkness with the gentle comfort that we seek. I sit on the dew covered grass porch, watching the shadows dissolve away, feeling a quiet rejuvenation as the night relinquishes its sway. The blinding glare of yesterday's failures has completely deceased, giving way to a serene temperature that has our internal spirits increased. I tune the strings of my vintage auditorium instrument with careful grace, capturing the exact color palette reflected upon your welcoming face. The celestial transition performs its magnificent opening show, spilling a river of soft rose water across the landscape below. We experience an immediate spiritual elevation as the early breezes blow, walking forward together inside the beauty of this pastel dawn today, allowing the competitive anxieties of the city to gracefully fade away. A gentle acoustic melody soaring high into the clear, refreshing air. We are completely protected from the reach of any external despair. I've spent decades performing under harsh artificial stage spotlights, navigating the cold, exhausting conditions of temporary festival nights. But no theatrical production matches this organic atmospheric display, turning our simple human connection into an immortal creative highway. The mountain wind carries the fresh fragrance of wild orchid vegetation, providing a reassuring confirmation for our long-term destination. Your hand rests securely upon my shoulder, steady and completely strong, reminding my wandering spirit that this is exactly where I belong. The celestial transition performs this magnificent opening show, spilling a river of soft rose water across the landscape below. We experience an immediate spiritual elevation as the early breezes blow, walking forward together inside the beauty of this pastel dawn today, allowing the competitive anxieties of the city to gracefully fade away. A gentle acoustic melody soaring high into the clear, refreshing air. We are completely protected from the reach of any external despair. A sudden metallic projectile pierces the midnight silence of the street, shattering the plate glass window just inches from my feet. An unguided force traveling blindly through the metropolitan air, a terrifying metaphor for the random collateral damage of our despair. I fired off a series of reckless, sharp accusations from my prideful tongue, regretting the ricochet effect before the echoes had even begun. We project our internal frustrations onto the innocent bystanders around, leaving a trail of civilian casualties scattered upon this urban ground. The trajectory is unpredictable once the trigger has been pulled, shattering the fragile truce where our anxieties were temporarily lulled. We are dodging the flying shrapnel of an argument completely uncontrolled, surviving the impact of this dangerous stray bullet tonight, trying to find a safe bunker beneath the flashing warning light. A frantic jazz fusion arrangement tracking our desperate escape before the chaotic violence permanently alters our romantic shape. I watch the smoke rising slowly from the bevel of our fractured past, wondering how any authentic connection could expect it to last. The sirens are wailing from that basement precinct down the avenue, while my fingers execute a tense progression to communicate with you. Your touch leaves a permanent scar along my defensive spine, an intoxicating sensation turning more volatile than vintage wine. We don't need explosive confrontations or lethal ballistic games when we are already burning outside of the conventional flames. The trajectory is unpredictable once the trigger has been pulled, shattering the fragile truce where our anxieties were temporarily lulled. We are dodging the flying shrapnel of an argument completely uncontrolled, surviving the impact of this dangerous stray bullet tonight, trying to find a safe bunker beneath the flashing warning light. A frantic jazz fusion arrangement tracking our desperate escape before the chaotic violence permanently alters our romantic shape. Constant fire. Tonight we declare a ceasefire to rescue our remaining creative desire. Hear the hiss, a near miss. Ceasefire now, fulfill the vow, surviving the impact of this dangerous stray bullet tonight, trying to find a safe bunker beneath the flashing warning light. A frantic jazz fusion arrangement tracking our desperate escape before the chaotic violence permanently alters our romantic shape. Stray bullet fading away into the concrete maze, ending the terrifying violence of our prideful days. Let the smoke clear. constrict my swollen, sensitive ankle bone, securing my physical body to this cold dungeon foundation stone. I've been captive to the rigid expectations of a judgmental peer group, forced to perform the identical daily routine inside an exhausting loop. I carry the psychological weight of an invisible prison sentence for years, masking my profound artistic vulnerability behind a barrier of manufactured fears. The key was tossed into the deep reservoir of corporate entertainment greed, leaving my spirit stranded, stripped of the basic nourishment I need. The friction creates a raw sore upon our collective emotional skin, a painful reminder of the treacherous legal trap we allowed ourselves to step in. We must gather the internal strength to let the true liberation begin. Breaking the constriction of this stubborn iron shackle today, refusing to let the historical captivity dictate our ultimate way. Though the metal is thick and the rivets are reinforced with steel, our unyielding devotion possesses a power that no prison can conceal. I spent decades strumming my instrument for executives in the high tower, exchanging my creative autonomy for a temporary taste of political power. But your uncompromising voice shatters the heavy illusion of the luxury cage, awakening a sleeping warrior who refuses to remain a puppet on their stage. The piano strings vibrate with a fierce, redemptive harmonic resonance as we execute a sonic rebellion against this long-term state of penance. We don't need the endorsement of the wardens who manage the commercial scene, when our private coordination can dismantle this entire corrupt machine. The friction creates a raw sore upon our collective emotional skin, a painful reminder of the treacherous legal trap we allowed ourselves to step in. We must gather the internal strength to let the true stubborn iron shackle today, refusing to let the historical captivity dictate our ultimate way. Though the metal is thick and the rivets are reinforced with steel, our unyielding devotion possesses a power that no prison can conceal. No cells can contain the magnitude of the frequency that we generate. Tonight we are the absolute master architects of our own romantic fate. Hear it crack, take freedom back, unwound, unbound on sacred ground. Breaking the constriction of this stubborn iron shackle today, refusing to let the historical captivity dictate our ultimate way. Though the metal is thick and the rivets are reinforced with steel, our unyielding devotion possesses a power that no prison can conceal. Iron shackles snapping into a million separate pieces now, fulfilling our long-awaited spiritual liberation vow. Yeah, we are finally free. interstellar frequencies travel through the vast electromagnetic grid, revealing the hidden dimensions that our mundane realities hid. I adjust the master controls, tuning into a celestial radio wave, bypassing the standard limitations that society traditionally gave. Our separate creative trajectories are widened to a larger design, an infinite matrix where our independent currents perfectly align. I execute a series of rapid, complex intervals upon the electric wire, conducting the immense voltage of our unquenchable artistic desire. The energy expands beyond the boundaries of this recording room, illuminating the darkest corners of the planetary gloom. We are connected directly to a network completely uncontrolled. Inside the pathways of this magnificent cosmic circuit tonight, where the earthly restrictions dissolve into pure illuminating light. A sophisticated fusion, tracking our infinite sonic escape before the synthetic universe permanently alters our romantic shape. I watch the digital meters jumping on the audio console board, reflecting the infinite possibilities that our collaboration has stored. The high-tech world can attempt to compress our authentic vocal tone, but they can never replicate the magic that makes this frequency our own. Your guitar phrases travel like a lightning bolt through the dark space, igniting in my chest an everlasting spark that time can erase. We don't need the endorsement of the high society fashion crowd when this multi-dimensional harmony speaks so beautifully and loud. The energy expands beyond the boundaries of this recording room, illuminating the darkest corners of the planetary gloom. We are connected directly to a network completely uncontrolled, floating together inside the pathways of this magnificent cosmic circuit tonight, where the earthly restrictions dissolve into pure illuminating light. A sophisticated fusion, tracking our infinite sonic escape before the synthetic universe permanently alters our romantic shape. Let the central power grids fail, let the skyscrapers go dark. We've generated our own electricity from a single emotional spark. No human architecture can contain the magnitude of the connection we feel when the synthetic world dissolves and reveals what is genuinely real. Hear the signal stream, an unfiltered dream. Keep the rhythm tight all through the night, floating together inside the pathways of this magnificent cosmic circuit tonight, where the earthly restrictions dissolve into pure illuminating light. A structures enclosed this narrow, forgotten municipal passageway, blocking the final remaining glimmers of the retreating winter day. I face a solid stone barrier, realizing there is no forward route, trapped inside a psychological labyrinth plagued by absolute doubt. I navigated my vehicle down this uncharted metropolitan grid coordinate, failing to anticipate that the local infrastructure would be so insubordinate. The exhaust fumes linger heavily inside this damp, dead-end pocket, like a broken mechanism frozen tight inside a rusted iron socket. The navigation system glitches, flashing a warning signal of total despair as the cold city atmosphere chokes our capacity to breathe the air. We must confront the reality that we are trapped completely right there, stuck motionless inside the confinement of this dark blind alley tonight, where the surrounding concrete walls obstruct our internal spiritual sight. No emergency exit available to rescue our separate exhausted frames. We are forced to stop playing these destructive, competitive corporate games. I spent half a century sprinting down the wide avenues of commercial fame, trading my authentic creative identity for the prestige of a billboard name. But this sudden architectural restriction forces a much needed pause, dismantling the illusion of progress governed by high society laws. Your acoustic accompaniment reverberates off the stained masonry facade, providing an honest, unvarnished rhythm that refuses to act as a fraud. We don't need a sprawling highway or a luxurious open thoroughfare when this enclosed space forces our souls to strip completely bare. The navigation system glitches, flashing a warning signal of total despair as the cold city atmosphere chokes our capacity to breathe the air. We must confront the reality that we are trapped completely right there, stuck motionless inside the confinement of this dark blind alley tonight, where the surrounding concrete walls obstruct our internal spiritual sight. No emergency exit available to rescue our separate exhausted frames. We are forced to stop playing these destructive, competitive corporate games. The basic artistic elements that we truly need. No way out. Silence the shout. Face the wall. Survive it all. Start motionless inside the confinement of this dark blind alley tonight, where the surrounding concrete walls obstruct our internal spiritual side. No emergency exit available to rescue our separate exhausted frames. We are forced to stop playing these destructive, competitive corporate games. Blind alley, forcing us to turn completely around, finding our authentic footing upon this solid urban ground. Time to walk back. heavy cast iron fluke is snapped completely beneath the ocean floor, leaving our fragile vessel drifting targetless away from the safety shore. I watch the nautical instruments spinning wildly inside the cockpit frame, realizing we no longer possess the mechanism to hold this shifting game. I spent my life relying on a rigid set of traditional safety lines, believing that absolute security was guaranteed by my strategic designs. But this sudden metal fatigue in the deepest channel of the bay forces my stubborn spirit to accept the currents heading our way. The mooring fails as the undertow increases its relentless force, tearing our historical attachments away from their original source. We must navigate the open water without a predetermined course, floating adrift due to the failure of this broken anchor today, refusing to let the maritime panic discourage our ultimate way. Though the depths are terrifying and the wind begins to fiercely roar, this untended drift might guide us toward a more authentic shore. I remember when our arrangements were firmly secured and precise, a calculated commercial product that carried an expensive retail price. But standing here upon this pitching deck in the middle of a gale, I find a raw clarity that makes the old security look incredibly pale. The piano strings vibrate with a deep, echoing oceanic resonance as we abandon the heavy weights that kept our spirits in penance. We don't need a permanent mooring or a guaranteed harbor slot when this unpredictable voyage teaches a lesson we never forgot. The mooring fails as the undertow increases its relentless force, tearing our historical attachments away from their original source. We must navigate the open water without a predetermined course, floating adrift due to the failure of this broken anchor today, refusing to let the maritime panic discourage our ultimate way. Though the depths are terrifying and the wind begins to fiercely roar, this unintended drift might guide us toward a more authentic shore. Let the tides carry us far beyond the navigation charts we drew. There is no past to bind us when the horizon is completely new. No longer tethered to the static grievances of solid ground, we embrace the wild momentum where true freedom can be found. The chain is loose, No more excuse, drifting free out to sea, floating adrift due to the failure of this broken anchor today, refusing to let the maritime panic discourage our ultimate way. Though the depths are terrifying and the wind begins to fiercely roar, this unintended drift might guide us toward a more authentic shore. Broken anchor, leaving the old harbor far behind, a liberating direction that our weary spirits can find. Just let it drift. Brick structures enclose this narrow, forgotten municipal passageway, blocking the final remaining glimmers of the retreating winter day. I face a solid stone barrier, realizing there is no forward route, trapped inside a psychological labyrinth plagued by absolute doubt. I navigated my vehicle down this uncharted metropolitan grid coordinate, failing to anticipate that the local infrastructure would be so insubordinate. The exhaust fumes linger heavily inside this damp, dead-end pocket, like a broken mechanism frozen tight inside a rusted iron socket. The navigation system glitches, flashing a warning signal of total despair, as the cold city atmosphere chokes our capacity to breathe the air. We must confront the reality that we are trapped completely right there, stuck motionless inside the confinement of this dark blind alley tonight, where the surrounding concrete walls obstruct our internal spiritual sight. No emergency exit available to rescue our separate exhausted frames. We are forced to stop playing these destructive, competitive corporate games. I spent half a century sprinting down the wide avenues of commercial fame, trading my authentic creative identity for the prestige of a billboard name. But this sudden architectural restriction forces a much-needed pause, dismantling the illusion of progress governed by high society laws. Your acoustic accompaniment reverberates off the stained masonry facade, providing an honest, unvarnished rhythm that refuses to act as a fraud. We don't need a sprawling highway or a luxurious open thoroughfare when this enclosed space forces our souls to strip completely bare. The navigation system glitches, flashing a warning signal of total despair, as the cold city atmosphere chokes our capacity to breathe the air. We must confront the reality that we are trapped completely right there, stuck motionless inside the confinement of this dark blind alley tonight, where the surrounding concrete walls obstruct our internal spiritual side. No emergency exit available to rescue our separate exhausted frames. We are forced to stop playing these destructive, competitive corporate games. mystery of where our instincts lead. When we finally rediscover the basic artistic elements that we truly need. No way out. Silence the shout. Face the wall. Survive it all. Stuck motionless inside the confinement of this dark blind alley tonight, where the surrounding concrete walls obstruct our internal spiritual side. No emergency exit available to rescue our separate, exhausted frames. We are forced to stop playing these destructive, competitive corporate games. Blind alley, forcing us to turn completely around, finding our authentic footing upon this solid urban ground. Time to walk back. Salty air circulates through the open veranda shutters of the seaside room, chasing away the final remaining traces of our historical winter gloom. I lounge barefoot upon the cedar deck, watching the white gulls fly free, sensing a sudden elevation of my spirit as I observe the turquoise sea.
I threw my heavy leather traveling jacket onto the entryway floor, unlocking the copper latch of this peaceful beachfront screen door. The fragrant scent of blossoming jasmine fills the afternoon atmosphere, erasing the accumulated fatigue from navigating the corporate hemisphere. The changing season introduces a beautiful, refreshing shift, lifting our heavy hearts like a miraculous, unexpected gift. We feel the internal transition as the creative blockages begin to drift, inhaling the pure inspiration of this refreshing coastal breeze today, watching the competitive anxieties of the past gracefully dissolve away. A gentle acoustic melody soaring high underneath the clear blue sky. We are weightless as feathers, watching the worldly troubles pass us by. I spent too many years trapped inside a frozen, highly cynical state, believing that emotional insulation was the permanent companion of my fate. But your serene presence acts like a ray of pure golden sunlight, dispersing the stubborn fog that used to blind my internal sight. We pack a simple picnic basket
with fresh fruit and chilled white wine,
strolling leisurely down the sandy shoreline where the tides intertwine.
Your casual laughter is a song sweeter than any commercial radio hit, a reassuring confirmation that our lives perfectly and organically fit. The changing season introduces a beautiful, refreshing shift, lifting our heavy hearts like a miraculous, unexpected gift. We feel the internal transition refreshing coastal breeze today. Watching the competitive anxieties of the past gracefully dissolve away. A gentle acoustic melody soaring high underneath the clear blue sky. We are weightless as feathers, watching the worldly troubles pass us by. Canopy, living our lives with absolute independence, simplicity and autonomy. No schedules to rush, no artificial pressures hanging over our head. Just enjoying this beautiful sanctuary of absolute freedom. Instead, feel the wind blow, take it real slow, soak in the sun. We've only just begun, inhaling the pure inspiration of this refreshing coastal breeze today. Watching the competitive anxieties of the past gracefully dissolve away. A gentle acoustic melody soaring high underneath the clear blue sky. We are weightless as feathers, watching the worldly troubles pass us by. Coastal breeze whispering through the beach grass, so clean. The most comforting paradise we've ever seen. Just breathe it in. Arid sand dunes stretch endlessly toward the scorching horizon line. An unyielding landscape devoid of any organic, refreshing sign. My throat is parched, desperate for a single drop of life-giving dew. A physical manifestation of the emotional starvation I experience with you. I've been wandering across this parched valley for 40 lonely days, blinded by the mirages generated by the sun's unforgiving rays. My canteen is completely empty, rattling against my leather belt buckle as I search for an oasis where our withered affections can refuckle. The dehydration expands within the chambers of our exhausted mind. To find, drowning inside the vacuum of this extreme desert thirst today.
remember when our inspiration flowed like a rushing mountain spring, an abundant reservoir of melodies that caused our spirits to effortlessly sing. But greed is a song that dries up the wetlands of the creative soul, leaving us stranded in this wasteland, stripped of our original control. The piano keys feel hot and dusty underneath my cracking fingertips, a haunting resonance that echoes the silent prayer on my blistered lips. We don't need a golden palace or a magnificent swimming pool display when a simple cup of water is the only currency that matters today. The dehydration expands within the chambers of our exhausted mind, leaving the beautiful memories of our previous paradise far behind. Ooh, we are crawling through the wilderness, desperate for a source to find, drowning inside the vacuum of this extreme desert thirst today, watching the remaining drops of our vitality evaporate completely away. An agonizing blues melody provided the soundtrack for our parched state, hoping for an unexpected cloudburst to alter our dusty, tragic fate. Can we locate a hidden aquifer beneath this cracked canyon floor? Or are we destined to remain skeletons knocking on a forgotten door? Let the skies open up, let the heavy deluge finally descend to resurrect the dying embers of a connection we want to defend. Parched clay, fade away, desperate for rain and the drought's pain, drowning inside the vacuum of this extreme desert thirst today, watching the remaining drops of our vitality evaporate completely away. An agonizing blues melody providing the soundtrack for our parched state, hoping for an unexpected cloudburst to alter our dusty, tragic fate. Desert thirst, waiting for the weather to break for our survival's sake. Just a single drop. A distant horn player delivers a sorrowful phrase from the dim balcony suite, carrying an unspoken message that echoes down the empty urban street. The sound is suppressed, filtered through a brass dome of isolation, mirroring the exact texture of our current emotional communication. I listen to the fragile intervals cutting through the midnight air, a haunting vibration that perfectly captures my deep internal despair. We used to speak with absolute clarity, projecting our thoughts loud and high. Now our conversations are hushed beneath this unforgiving twilight sky. The volume has evaporated from our sacred daily routine, leaving us stranded inside a dull, predictable pantomime scene, staring at the remnants of what we used to passionately mean. Left with nothing but the echo of this lonely muted trumpet tonight, while the city lights outside flicker their remaining orange light. The suppressed frequency can awaken a love that has gone to sleep, leaving us with promises we no longer possess the strength to keep. I remember when our passion was a roaring brass, fanfare so proud, capable of cutting through the noise of any judgmental theater crowd. But arrogance is a silencer that caps the expression of the soul, leaving us with these whispered fragments stripped of our original control. My fingers rest motionless upon the dark grand piano keys, listening to that distant lamentation floating on the autumn breeze. We don't need to shout our mutual accusations to the world outside, when this muffled resonance exposes the futility of our creative pride. The volume has evaporated from our sacred daily routine, leaving us stranded inside a dull, predictable pantomime scene, staring at the remnants of what we used to passionately mean. Left with nothing but the echo of this lonely muted trumpet tonight, while the city lights outside flicker their remaining orange light. The suppressed frequency can awaken a love that has gone to sleep, leaving us with promises we no longer possess the strength to keep. Should we allow the final notes to dissolve into the concrete maze? Take a definitive step back from the edge of this prideful daze? Is there a way to remove the barrier and let the true passion blow? Or are we destined to fade like the embers of this late night show? Hear the sound drop before the notes stop, muffled and low, end of the show. Left with nothing but the echo of this lonely muted trumpet tonight, while the city lights outside flicker their remaining orange light. The suppressed frequency can awaken a love that has gone to sleep, leaving us with promises we no longer possess the strength to keep. Hear the trumpet fading away into the midnight chill, while the surrounding world stands completely still. Time to walk away.
Subterranean concrete caverns amplify the sound of my lonely footsteps walking, drowning the faint distant memories of our previous heated talking. I stand upon the deserted platform, waiting for the transit car arrival, analyzing the graffiti-covered tiles that record the city's survival.
I hear the acoustic reflection bouncing off the curved subterranean ceiling vault,
a haunting reminder of the personal errors that led to our structural fault.
We spent our lives shouting out declarations down these transit tunnels deep,
leaving behind an accumulation of secrets that we could no longer keep. The transit infrastructure routes our paths into an underground junction line, attempting to bridge the geographical distance that separates your heart from mine. We are waiting for the heavy locomotive to emerge from the darkness divine, listening to the hollow resonance of this distant subway echo tonight, searching for a single spark of truth beneath the flickering fluorescent light. Though the metropolitan maze attempts to swallow our authentic identity whole, this underground acoustic frequency reconstructs our fractured collective soul.
I watch the dust motes dancing inside the illumination of the vending machine, wondering how we allowed our romance to turn into such a sterile scene.
The tracks begin to vibrate, indicating that a vector is drawing near, while my fingers execute a tense progression to communicate through my fear.
Your voice travels like a
Subterranean lightning bolt through the dark space,
igniting in my
chest a brilliant everlasting spark that time can erase.
We don't need the validation of the high society fashion parade crowd
when this muffled resonance speaks so beautifully, elegantly, and loud. The transit infrastructure routes our paths into an underground junction line, attempting to bridge the geographical distance that separates your heart from mine. We are waiting for the heavy locomotive to emerge from the darkness divine, listening to the hollow resonance of this distant subway echo tonight, searching for a single spark of truth beneath the flickering fluorescent light. Though the metropolitan maze attempts to swallow our authentic identity whole, this underground acoustic frequency reconstructs our fractured collective soul.
Let the express line shut down,
Let the transit systems completely fail.
we've secured our connection
Within this subterranean acoustic trail,
No municipal planning can contain the magnitude of the devotion
we feel when the synthetic world dissolves and reveals what is genuinely real. Hear the tracks whine, stay on the line. The train draws near, dismantle the fear. Listening to the hollow resonance follow our authentic identity, hold this underground acoustic frequency, reconstructs our fractured collective soul. Subway echo fading away into the concrete maze, and in the terrifying isolation of our metropolitan fluorescent light, watch the train pass. Fingertips navigate the dark, polished surface of this upright frame, sensing the ancient vibrations of a song that lacks a formal name. This dark wooden segment dictates a heavier mood, a solemn frequency, unlocking the private memories that I guarded with absolute secrecy.
I watch your hands execute those complex minor 11th intervals so fine, creating a rich tapestry of sound that perfectly intertwines with mine. The acoustic guitar responds with a series of understated soft string bends, articulating the unspoken truths that our stubborn pride finally defends. Dark keys formulate a sacred blueprint of emotional release, dismantling our intellectual defenses to grant our overtaxed minds peace. We discover a rare sanctuary where all our artistic conflicts cease, striking our deepest confessions upon this lonely ebony key tonight, where the superficial distortions of the world dissolve out of sight. A timeless jazz fusion arrangement guiding our weary spirits home. We are content creating our own paradise beneath this grand celestial dome. Seeking validation within the commercial arena's glare, exchanging my authentic autonomy for a crown woven out of thin air. But this minimal acoustic configuration restores my original clarity, showing me that genuine creative connection is an invaluable rarity. Resonance lingers inside the wooden cabinet, heavy and profound, a beautiful contrast to the frantic noises of the city streets around. We don't need a massive orchestra or a glamorous theatric display when the subtle interaction says everything we ever wanted to say. The dark keys formulate a sacred blueprint of emotional release, dismantling our intellectual defenses to grant our overtaxed minds peace. We discover a rare sanctuary where all our artistic conflicts cease, striking our deepest confessions upon this lonely ebony
are content creating our own paradise beneath this grand celestial dome.
Let the modern digital networks fail. We've secured our connection within this physical acoustic trail. No superficial programming can replicate the depth of what we feel when the black ivory opens up and reveals what is genuinely real. Feel the note drop before the vibrations stop. Dark and pure, our devotion is sure, striking our deepest confessions upon this lonely ebony key tonight, where the superficial distortions of the world dissolve out of sight. A timeless jazz fusion arrangement guiding our weary spirits home. We are content creating our own paradise beneath this grand celestial dome. Ebony key painting our sanctuary in the magnificent dark hue. An everlasting dedication from my soul straight to you. Just let the final chord fade. Lush fabric drapes elegantly across the lounge booth perimeter ring, shielding our private sanctuary from the outer world's chaotic sting. I stroll down the carpeted aisle, catching the syncopated groove so fine, feeling my defensive walls transform into a beautiful, relaxed design. I'm leaning against the mahogany counter of this upscale cabaret room, tuning my electric instrument away from the daily corporate gloom. The drummer drops a relaxed, bouncing rhythm pattern that captures my feet, an irresistible invitation making our separate creative paths meet. The atmosphere is thick with anticipation, expensive botanical wine, a welcoming playground where our independent trajectories can align. We are melting into the tempo, entering a magnificent sonic shrine, moving together inside the pocket of this infectious satin shuffle tonight, where the dividing boundaries blur beneath the lavender neon light. Let the elegant rhythm dictate exactly how our bodies should sway. We are leaving the rigid structures of the world completely far
of our mutual heartbeats.
We don't need a complicated script or an elaborate introduction
Phrase. When our body language speaks clearly through the aromatic haze.
The atmosphere is thick
With anticipation,
expansive
botanical wine, a welcoming playground where our independent
trajectories can align.
we are melting into the tempo,
Entering a magnificent sonic shrine.
moving together inside the pocket of this infectious satin shuffle tonight, where the dividing boundaries blur
Beneath
the lavender neon light. Yeah, the elegant rhythm dictate exactly how our bodies should sway. We are leaving the rigid structures of the world completely far away. Let the bass
guitar slide.
Let the bass guitar slide. Let the bass guitar slide.
We discovered a rare sanctuary.
On this concrete city ground,
No charts, no restrictions,
no conventional rules left to obey.
just pure creative freedom.
Washing our exhaustion completely away.
Keep it swinging. Hear it ringing.
Velvet touch means so much. Moving together inside the pocket of this infectious satin shuffle tonight, where the dividing boundaries blur beneath the lavender neon light.
Let the elegant rhythm dictate
Exactly how our body should sway. We are leaving the rigid structures of the world completely far away. Satin shuffle, keeping us moving so clean. Satin shuffle, keeping us moving so clean. The most comforting twilight rhythm we've ever seen. Just let it roll.
White noise crackles through the worn-out copper speakers of the audio deck, sending a strange, unsettling vibration straight down my neck. I adjust the analog dial frequency, attempting to locate a clear station, but the transmission remains blocked by a wall of industrial insulation. I'm holding the microphonic receiver, listening to the underlying electric buzz, wondering if our previous connection was ever as stable as I thought it was. The modern universe communicates through a high-tech layer of distortion, drowning authentic artistic expressions in a commercial proportion. The interference expands across the subterranean communication channel, disrupting each digital signal, entering our master control panel. We must bypass the technical glitch to find our emotional channel. Trapped inside the frequency of this relentless static hum tonight,
struggle to reach the internal light. A sophisticated jazz fusion, tracking our auditory escape before the synthetic interference permanently alters our creative shape.
I watch the green indicator lights flashing on the laboratory console, reflecting the sterile conditions that attempt to manipulate my soul.
I pluck a series of dissonant intervals upon my amplified steel cord, seeking an honest resonance that can never be replicated or stored. Your guitar phrases pierce through the thick electronic fog of the room, dismantling the artificial barriers of this high-tech recording doom. We don't need a polished digital master or a flawless computerized track when our raw, uncompressed instinct can take our autonomy back. The interference expands across the subterranean communication channel, disrupting each digital signal, entering our master control panel. We must bypass the technical glitch to find our emotional channel. Trapped inside the frequency of this relentless static hum tonight, where the authentic messages struggle to reach the internal light. A sophisticated jazz fusion, tracking our auditory escape before the synthetic interference permanently alters our creative shape. Artificial program can outlast the structural integrity of what we express, when our synchronized human instinct is the only authority we confess. Hear the buzz clear, the message is near. Bypass the machine, keep the signal clean. Relentless static hum tonight, where the authentic messages struggle to reach the internal light. A sophisticated jazz fusion, tracking our auditory escape before the synthetic interference permanently alters our creative shape. Static hum fading away into the